welcome to today's video. This is the first Trackside review, and this video is being posted in honor of Conrail's 50th anniversary, April 1st, 2026. So what are we doing here at the Trackside channel? Being that I am the big Conrail filmer, I am Conrail OCS sleeper car number 11 in the beautiful, beautiful OCS green livery. So let's get this out of its box. First thing, it is a Rapido cowl, and I did pay for this personally. I think that's important to mention, especially for a model company, for a model channel like us, because we want to remain transparent about how we acquire our models. Well, the stickers are flying. We got Rapido Trains sticker. Yeet. The detailed instructions and exploded diagram. A Rapido 20th anniversary, 2004-2024 sticker. A Take It Easy, Take the Train sticker from Rapido. And the informational booklet. The Super Continental line sleeper cars. And this was in the most recent run. These actually were delayed because Rapido had to do some fixes to them. But let's talk about this first little thing. They do have magnetically activated lights. Ooh, words are hard. And to get to them, they have a spot in the clamshell to put it, which I really appreciate. Doesn't get rattled around in the box. Move over into a different pile of my own mess. Now, let's pull the car out. So, it comes off, plastic comes out, and the car gets taken out. It's a normal clamshell like any high-end car is nowadays. And pretty much any car is nowadays. They have some sort of clamshell or blister pack. Now, first things first, this is a hefty car and a long car. So if you have a small layout, this is not the car for you. Get some short Rock Island hobby style passenger cars, because where are you gonna run a car like this that with short shank couplers can barely do a 22 to 24 inch radius? I do believe, I'm gonna check this real quick, that the minimum curve radius is 22 with the long shank couplers that are included with the car. I have KDs on mine, which are the same shank as the stock Rapido couplers, but I don't run Rapidos, so that be that. Let's look here. That is in French. I don't speak that language. The cars will negotiate 24-inch radius curves with no problem, and 22-inch radius with the long couplers. So yes, they have a minimum radius of 24-inch radius. That means you need at least more than a 4x8 layout, because the most you're going to get on a 4x8 layout is about a 22-inch radius. So if you've got a 4x8, maybe not the car for you. Look for some old Atherns like this is. I've painted this up in WKMS colors, and it will be weathered to match that. This would be Southern Green originally from the Reading, but they are now that beautiful teal color that I quite adore. But this is a different video. That's coming up later, not this video. Let's get into this car specifically. And we'll go into close-ups as I talk about this, but this is how we're gonna frame the shot. I'm gonna lean back so you can actually see my head. Let's first talk about the beautiful paint job that Rapido did. And it's correct, and that is what I really appreciate. It's the right color. Something very, very not oftenly done with Conrail cars and locomotives. They took pride in the Conrail E8s that they made a few years back, and I'm planning to purchase one and pull these if I can find one. So if you have one, reach out to me at tracksiderockies@gmail.com. It'll reach all of us here at the Trackside channel. One of us will get or respond to it. So there's always that option. And if you also have that, make a comment about it so that we know to check the inbox. Continuing on, this is a beautiful modern model based around the original battery-lit version and upgraded to match the modern-day standards of capacitor and track-based lighting. So this is a wheel pickup car. It has a magnetically is that the Rapido side? I got that right, let's go. It does have a magnetically operated lighting function. I'm not going to turn it on here because I'm too lazy to hook DC power up to my layout, just for the sake of demonstrating that. It'll be shown in the running videos with the lights on. Next thing's next. Sprung. Boing, 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 boing. Sprung. I'm forgetting the word. Editor Zach, put the word here. Sprung diaphragms. There it is. Sprung diaphragms. Which is a really nice feature, and they look phenomenal. They look better than separately applied ones traditionally do, and I really appreciate that. Next, we can talk about the faux gold leaf lettering that these wore, and you can see it being a different color from the yellow handrails, and I really appreciate that attention to detail and having the right golden tone to the lettering and iconography. Next, we'll talk about the little bathroom window here with the shade pulled down. I quite like that. It looks nice. I think it's a bathroom. I'm really not sure. Not my area of expertise. I haven't been in this car. We'll move on to the ends, and I'll actually rotate it here for the sake of your viewing pleasure. On either side, there is a hole for included marker lights. I won't be using mine because this will not be the final car in my OCS train, but it is an option. Also, the white doors really, really nicely contrast on that side. And then on this side, as I try not to destroy the inside detail, you can see into the corridor passing, because this is the corridor side that you actually would board the car from. Next, we'll talk about the underframe, which is beautifully complete to detailed, down to the, I believe what they are is steam heat hoses and air hoses, which, with my first scrape of the model, hang a little low. When this model was tested by one of our other members, Zeke, he found it to get caught on switches every once in a while. So, if you are running with a lot of switches or in a track plan that has a lot of high spots, maybe take those off. I can still recommend the car because, to quote Zeke, it runs like a Swiss watch. It's beautiful, it runs great. The trucks handle amazingly, even with their unmodified state. There is a modification plan to get you to be able to run these on tighter curves. I want to recommend it. If you're running cars this long, let alone cars that are this long, it's an 8 to 9 foot car for scale, you shouldn't be running on 24-inch radius curves or smaller. I am a Fremo modeler, which we'll be doing a video about Fremo very soon in regards with the TCA show, which is the Train Collectors Association Denver area show, about Fremo, the setup, the teardown process, and some products produced at Rocky Mountain Train Supply, my current place of work. Back to the model. I'm getting sidetracked. Roofline, beautifully detailed. All the handrails are separate, and I think we can really appreciate that. And that goes for all of the grabs everywhere around the model. Some of them do have some attachment issues. Mine, this section is a little bit loose on mine, as shown here. I will be regluing it, but I wanted to show that for the video to show you how loose it is. And if you get one of these, what you would need to do to fix it. Because the holes are intact in mine, so all I have to do for it to be fixed is push it back into place. But I will be gluing it back into place rather than just letting it sit there. I'll give you the other view of the car real quick, because it is a beautiful car. Like, I am just obsessed with how perfect Rapido got this. They deserve a nice short golf clap for just how amazing this is and how beautiful all of the cars in this line are. Rocky Mountain Train Supply got almost every single one of these, so if you live in the Denver area and you want one of these, go pick one up. I'm not shilling because I work there and it pays my bills or anything. Another thing about the diaphragms and the couplers, they are set for close coupling, which looks beautiful. Bring back in my Reading car from earlier. This is a diaphragmless car, and that is because the car has got the diaphragms removed and in service on WKNS, at least that is my understanding. But look how, I would like to say accurately close, because if those had diaphragms, they would butt up against each other. And that is really the goal when you have a passenger train and HO and you have working diaphragms on any cars, getting them to mesh so when it goes around curves, they do this motion and they keep it in line like a passenger could like a passenger could actually transfer through the cars. So yeah, that is my overall review of the Conrail OCS number 50. Number 50 is number 50. It is a phenomenal car. Rapido did a great job, and I can recommend this honestly. I've got the receipt right here. I will tell you exactly what I paid for this. $101.96. That's the price I paid for this car. I would have willingly paid the extra $25 for MSRP. It's that good. The lighting feature, as you'll see soon in the running clips at the end of this video, is perfection. So thanks for watching. My name has been Zach, and this is Trackside through the Rockies. See you next time.
The difference with the GTD is it's literally take a Mustang off of the factory and send it over to that. What's that?